over to work, and I was like, wow, that looks awesome. I better take a video. So sorry about all the wobbly. No one's here yet, so that's cool. Linda and Christian, and hello, everybody. Standing it, the video doesn't do it justice. It's just looks so neat. Jupiter after we look at the moon for a second. Just to just to just for fun. Whoops. Oh, I guess you gotta keep your hand on there. I'm learning how to use the TikTok app. Angel. Set my scope out here. I didn't have time to level it very good or anything. So that's why I keep adjusting it. The almost completely upside down or mirrored maybe, just because of the telescope does that. I don't know how to flip it on TikTok. I think you can do it on YouTube pretty easy, but not on TikTok. Left there. Fix it. I could get like a shim for one of the. I'm not worried about it. And it is 6:27 a.m. here, guys. Just so you know. Is like, well, I don't think it's a rock, but I think it's a light, and I think it's a flat. And there's a reason why I think it's a flat disc. I'm not saying that it's like a solid disc or something. I don't know what it is, but the way that it goes over, the way that it comes up in the horizon and goes down on the other side, the way that it flies over leads me to believe that it looks spherical. Like the image we're looking at right now looks like it's a sphere in the sky. Like I totally would say it looks like a sphere. But the way that its motion is, to me, says that it isn't a sphere. Because, for instance, we're looking at the moon right now, and I'm looking like almost directly east because it just rose. It's like it's at like 20 degrees, so it just came up not too long ago, and it's like if I'm looking at it, we're seeing this side. If you were like, I'm in Minnesota, so let's say you were in Spain, you should be seeing the other side of it. And we only see one side of it no matter where you are. That's why I think it's flat. I think it only has one side. But isn't that cool, Rosie? I think it's awesome. Make sure you guys follow. I don't do this all the time, but I do it sometimes. No, that's just a farce. That's just okay. It's like supposedly an asteroid, and we wouldn't even be able to see it with my telescope that we're looking through right now. Would not even have enough. Wouldn't even be able to see it with my telescope that we're looking through right now. Would not even have enough. Uh, wouldn't be bright. It's not bright enough uh, for my telescope. You won't be able to see it with your eyes. Is what I'm saying. So people, a lot of people make the mistake. I used to do the same thing, and I think I probably still do. But I make the mistake of of assuming that I know something when if I really analyze it, I really know nothing about it. Like I know that the moon, we're looking at something. It's a circle, looks to be like a sphere. There's light, you know. There's a phase going on there. There's light on the one side, and it's like um, the moon is locked. It doesn't rotate. That's exact. We only see one side of the moon, no matter where you are in the world. That's my point. Flat, how you're crazy as all the others. If you look at your screen, you can see that orb. Hey, let me ask you something, Jerry. Is the screen on your phone spherical or is it flat? Don't you realize that something can look spherical, yet it can be flat? Just like the orb on your screen right now? Man, that comment was a great opportunity for me to point out. I'm not crazy, dude. That's what I know. I'm Oklahoma. I see that beautiful moon. Yeah, Oklahoma. As much, but I think some of that is just settling too. Telescope is a sweet little. Yes, I'm saying it's flat. I think it's flat. I think the Earth is flat, and I think the moon is flat. And I don't think that's crazy at all. Um, I don't know if you guys know who MC Toon is. I'm going to be talking with him tonight, and like there, let me just explain a problem that I see with like logic. Okay, or I guess that's the best words I can come up with. Like the things we do and say should make sense, right? It should make sense to the majority of people. Wouldn't you agree? Um, that I guess that's what I mean by something logical or like that has reason. And I see something that people do all the time when I say that it's flat. I say the Earth. I say well, if you go to the ocean, the horizon is flat. It's not curved. It's flat. And then of course we have pictures from space that show a curve, and we have there's a lot of like what I would call evidence for flat, and a lot of evidence for a globe. Okay, I think that the evidence for a globe it falls short of proving anything, um based on a lot of things. But the logic problem I see is um what was the video? I put a video on my YouTube channel. What was it? It was, but someone commented. Oh, it was Flat Earth Dave. Okay, I wish I could play a video on here, but he said he made like when sometimes someone explains something and just the way that they do it that time, or whatever the words they used or the way that they explained it, it was like probably like more crystal clear to understand than a lot of different ways it could be described. Well, David Weiss was explaining to oops, sorry guys, I'm trying to get her in here. Oh, what was that? What is that? You guys see that? See that little, what is that? That's a satellite or something. I lost it, but you guys saw that, right? That was wild. Um, so how can that be in focus and the moon be in focus at the same time if the moon's 238,000 miles away? Anybody ever do any photography? That's what I'm saying. Like we can't prove what any of these things are. We got really out of focus there for some reason. So David Weiss was saying, he was explaining, just with like some little illustrations, he was explaining how the sun sets over a flat plane, or like over on flat Earth. How does the sun set? And how could it set? How could the sun go below the horizon if it's always up in the air? These kind of questions. Well, I made a video about that. Or I basically I copied his video. Actually, it's on my TikTok. If you guys look at my TikTok, it's on there too. It's like a few videos back or something. But he was explaining. Sorry, I'm just trying to get it. There we go. Someone commented under that video. It was Flat Earth Math or something. Yeah, Flat Earth Math, and I can't remember his name, but he comments on my channel a lot, and we go back and forth. Like he seems like a really decent guy. And there's another one. That must be Starlink. You guys see that? That's Starlink, and now we're gonna see another one. What was that? A minute? Now we'll see another one in a minute. But that path slowly moves over because the sky is rotating. So if we were to keep the camera right where it's at, and we see another one, now my focus changed from that to seeing these Starlink satellites right in front of the moon. I've never caught one that clear, that I can remember, especially during a live stream, I guess. Or I've caught some stuff during a live stream. But, okay, the problem with logic. So Flat Earth Math says, because Dave explained you have to use perspective, just how we see, like we have a perspective grid. Like everything goes to like a point. Like if you're standing on the railroad tracks, they don't actually get closer together as they go further away. They don't actually get to be one center. That's just how we see. And it's like up and down. Is like when you're at a bowling alley, when you throw the ball, the bowling ball is just going away from you, but it's getting smaller, and it it is appearing to go up towards the pins from your view. So we know it's not going up, but if you're looking at the ground, and as you watch the ball go down towards the pins, you're raising your head, and you could call the pins like the horizon. And it's the same in the sky. Everything in the sky that's going away from you is going to be going down towards the horizon. So that's all simple, right? I think we all understand that. But Dave was using that, and Flat Earth Math commented something like, strange how the sun, moon, and stars don't shrink in angular size. They don't get smaller in angular size as they go away from you. And Dave, said something like, and Dave didn't mention that, but he used perspective on the ground. Okay, there's a serious problem with logic in that comment, and I'm going to try to explain it. Okay, we're looking at the moon right now. That is the only moon that any of us can look at. So right now, if you just swipe up right now, within the next 10 swipes, you're going to see another video with this moon on it, I bet. What I'm saying is the world is watching the moon. The moon doesn't shrink in angular. I mean, and I'm not saying like precisely, because like the atmosphere will make, like as it gets closer to the horizon, it'll slightly magnify it because of the atmosphere. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about shrinking in angular size as it goes away. Well, why would he say that it's strange that the sun, moon, and stars don't shrink in angular size, but the things on the Earth do? Oh, you guys see it? There it is, another Starlink. See how I said it was going to be moving over? Because not because the Earth is rotating, because the moon is actually in motion, and that's why my telescopes are. I'm actually going to move over so we can see one more. That's how we know it's Starlink, you guys, because there will be 21 of those running on the same or going on the same orbit or whatever you want to call it, circuit, whatever you want to call it. But Colby did 10 swipes, didn't see any. Maybe you'd have to do 20 swipes. What I'm saying is that the moon is all over TikTok right now. Is this other moon for real? No, there is no other moon. That's like supposedly an asteroid that you'd need a bigger telescope than I have to even be able to see it. So you won't be able to see anything with your eyes. I don't know why the mainstream media pushes these weird stories that aren't true at all. Okay, let's see one more satellite. It should be coming by in a 10 or 15 seconds or something. It should go by about the center of the screen, I'm guessing. And then we can maybe look at Jupiter or something. Okay, so the reason why there's a problem with the logic with Math's comment, look at Jupiter or something. Okay, so the reason why there's a problem with the logic with Math's comment, look at Jupiter or something. Okay, so the reason why there's a problem with the logic with Math's comment, look at Jupiter or something. Okay, so the reason why there's a problem with the logic with Math's comment, that's weird to me. Same moon that he could look at, right? I hope I didn't miss the satellite. Maybe it's too far off now or something, or maybe that was the last one. See those things going by. I guess I'm probably gonna just go back to the moon now. Yeah. I think there's more evidence for the Earth being still and stationary. You know what? Here, let me do this. I got to end the stream because I got to go work, but I just want to show you guys out of the telescope. I just want to show you what it looks like. Okay, we'll take one last look at the moon like this, but you guys got to see it with just my iPhone. So I will take one last look at the moon like this, but you guys got to see it with just my iPhone. So I will take one last look at the moon like this, but you guys got to see it with just my iPhone. So I will take one last look at the moon like this, but you guys got to see it with just my iPhone. So I got it rubber banded onto here. Scope we're looking through. It's me. Oops. Look at this. Isn't oh I turned the phone, sorry. Let me just zoom in a little and show you what we got. Isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful. What is that black circle? I think that actually is, I think it's I saw that on there too. I think that is actually a like a something on my eyepiece or on my front of my telescope or something. Yep, there's the moon. Live. I didn't know I could do that. Sweet, I'm gonna hit the like button a few times. Don't mind if I do. You guys wanna see my cat? Bobby. Bobby. Oh, let me zoom out. Hey, buddy. Bobby. Bobby. Oh, let me zoom out. Hey, buddy. I don't even know how. I just let Bobby in, so I don't know how he got out. All right. I don't even know how. I just let Bobby in, so I don't know how he got out. All right, guys. Much love. Have a good one, and yeah. 8 p.m. Central. I'm going to be talking with him. All right. Have a good day. At 8 p.m. Central. I'm going to be talking with him. All right. Have a good day.